2019 Jaguar E-Pace SUV review. The Jaguar E-Pace joins the SUV pack, being a strong and trendy alternative to some very talented rivals. As with all of those other Jaguar range, the E-Pace is produced, largely, from aluminum, plus it powered entirely by ingenium petrol and diesel engines. A rival on the Audi Q3, BMW X1, Mercedes-Benz GLA and Range Rover Evoque, the E-Pace may be the smallest part of Jaguar's Pace class of crossovers, joining the F-Pace and larger I-Pace electric SUV. What's it like inside? It's more F-Type than F-Pace inside. That is a very good thing, having an uplift in material quality. It's still not class-leading, but a vast improvement, all the identical. There's a few sporting-looking seats, as well as the dashboard features the passenger grab rail on the sports car, too. There's lots of technology inside, that has a 10-inch touchscreen due to the multimedia system, along with the welcome utilization of rotary controllers. You receive a traditional gear selector, unlike all of those other Jaguar saloon and SUV range, that will probably make a choice appeal to new people coming over to Jaguar. One area which Jaguar has gotten criticism nowadays is its interior quality, however the E-Pace is a marked improvement in this area. In regards to room and accommodation, it's commodious up front, a corner seat room is acceptable, and also the boot is well shaped and will be offering up to 1,234 litres in capacity. What engines will it come with? The Jaguar E-Pace engine range starts, which has a 2.0-litre diesel that develops 150 horsepower, and is particularly mated to your, front-wheel drive transmission. Given it is just a stylish family car on stilts first, all-weather SUV second, that's par for your course. It does, however, get this to the only front-wheel drive car in the present Jaguar lineup. It's efficient written, too. The 150 horsepower E-Pace returns the state-run fuel consumption figure of 60.1 miles per gallon and develops 124 grams/km. There will also be 180 horsepower and 240 horsepower diesels to be had. These are exclusively four-wheel drive, and are available using a 6-speed manual or 9-speed automatic transmissions. The three petrol choices are all 2.0-litre turbos with 200 and 249 horsepower versions, along with the range topper offering 300 horsepower and 0 to 62 miles per hour in 6.1 seconds. How should it drive? The Jaguar E-Pace is usually a resolutely sporty drive, having a firm ride that endows it having a strong capacity body roll. It can be offered with adaptive dynamics, active four-wheel drive, and torque vectoring by braking. The most sporting version would be the R-Dynamic model. The rest with the range consists of First Edition, S, SE and HSE. The First Edition will came for the short time with Caldera red paint, 20-inch alloys, a head-up display and load rails as standard. Lots associated with preference in diesel or petrol. Frugal or high-power choices. No hybrid or electric model though. The Jaguar E-Pace is sold with 6 different petrol and diesel power outputs, and also a choice of 6-speed manual and 9-speed automatic gearboxes, and front or all-wheel drive. It's less complicated because it sounds though all E-Pace cars are powered by the 2.0-litre turbocharged engine, and there's currently no hybrid or electric version. Diesel engines. There are 3 choices here named after their capability outputs, the closely matched D150 and D180 along with the high-powered D240. Kicking things off, the D150 would be the only two-wheel drive E-Pace available, and this also comes which has a manual gearbox. It develops 150 horsepower at 3,500 revolutions per minute and 380 Nm at 1,750 revolutions per minute, and that is good for the 9.5 second 0 to 62 miles per hour time. You may also select this motor with all-wheel drive, even though this is half an extra slower within the benchmark sprint whether you have it with all the manual or automatic gearbox. Next up will be the more powerful D180. making its peak power at 4,000 revolutions per minute, and 430 Nm of torque at 1,750 revolutions per minute. It's a tenth faster compared to the D150 from 0 to 62 miles per hour in manual form, though the auto box takes 8.6 seconds, and that is quite a little bit quicker. The D180 tops out at 128 1/127 miles per hour dependent upon transmission. Next up will be the more powerful D180, that produces its peak power at 4,000 revolutions per minute, and 430 Nm of at 1,750 revolutions per minute. It's a tenth faster as opposed to D150 from 0 to 62 miles per hour in manual form, though the auto box takes 8.7 seconds, that is quite a little bit quicker. The D180 tops out at 128 1/129 miles per hour based on transmission. Despite as a reasonably new engine, the D180 is pretty gruff in voice, particularly when worked hard, although undeniably effective in its power delivery. Jaguar reckons this output may be the most popular on account of its extra management of the D150 with seemingly no extra running costs. Finally, there's the D240, that's AWD and automatic only, boasting a 6.8 second 0 to 62 miles per hour time thanks to your twin turbocharged 500 Nm at 1,500 revolutions per minute and peak power at 4,000 revolutions per minute. This engine looks like a great all-rounder. Petrol engines. There are three choices here and they're all AWD and autobox only, kicking off together with the P200. This makes its peak power at 5,500 revolutions per minute and 320 Nm at 1,250 revolutions per minute. This means a 0 to 62 miles per hour duration of 7.7 seconds, and also a top speed of 134 miles per hour. Despite its name, the P250 only makes 249 horsepower at 5,500 revolutions per minute, and 365 Nm at 1,350 revolutions per minute. It's faster as opposed to most powerful diesel, using a 6.7 second 0 to 62 miles per hour sometime and 143 miles per hour top speed. Top from the bill, however, would be the P300, which cracks the sprint at 6.1 seconds and proceeds to 149 miles per hour, on account of 400 Nm at 1,500 revolutions per minute and 300 horsepower at 5,500 revolutions per minute. As it stands, this may be the closest thing Jaguar makes with a hot hatch, even though the weight in the E-Pace means it doesn't accelerate that can match a similarly powerful VW Golf R. The P300 unit is used from the F-Type where it sounds a tad bit more characterful. Here the E-Pace is rather grubbly but significantly less orally exciting as within the sports car. Firm and sporty suspension. Resists body roll well in corners. Surprisingly good off-road too. The Jaguar E-Pace is founded on the same oily bits because Range Rover Evoque and Land Rover Discovery Sport, a chassis that dates back in one form or another on the previous Ford Mondeo. That means it's significantly less light as JLR's newer all-aluminium underpinnings, and like a result the E-Pace weighs in quite a tad heavier than its rivals. It's surprising therefore how tidy the tiny SUV's body control is, and ways in which much grip is provided up because of the all-wheel drive system we're fitted. Specific suspension build. While the fundamental architecture isn't new, the E-Pace does feature some model-specific suspension componentry, including a compact rear axle plus stiff pushers and anti-roll bars. Never mind what all this is, the end result means the E-Pace is sharp and agile on the streets but rides quite firmly, particularly if fitted with big wheels. We haven't sampled the adaptive dampers yet, but Jaguar promises less body roll along with a more balanced ride, plus better comfort. Configurable dynamics. All E-Pace models consist of the drive control system, that's 4 drive modes including normal, dynamic, eco plus rain, ice and snow. Helping to tailor the E-Pace's handling could be the optional configurable dynamics package. This provides you with a special page within the touchscreen where you could alter the throttle, steering and transmission. This system also configures the adaptive suspension, where fitted. Active driveline all-wheel drive. All E-Paces except with the D150 model consist of all-wheel drive, but there are two types of AWD drivetrain it is possible to choose from. The standard car features a typical Haldex-based system, like the majority of part-time all-wheel drive cars, which powers top wheels until slip is detected, gets hot and can shift engine torque rearwards. This is available around the D150, D180 and P250. The superior diesel and petrol engines utilize a more sophisticated active driveline that has a similar rear differential towards the Range Rover Evoque Ford Focus RS. As such, it could direct as much as 100% of the torque either to rear wheel to be sure maximum cornering control in inclement conditions. All surface progress control. An optional low-speed cruise control used in off-roading along with low traction situations. All surface progress control definitely makes the most with the grip available, permitting you to concentrate on steering. The system begins the engine and brakes, which enable it to be set between 1 to 18 miles per hour, to take care of a comfortable, steady speed on inclines and descents. We tested this technique off-road and located it delivered a fuss-free and effortless drive on some pretty tricky terrain. Driver-focused cockpit. Inspired by F-Type interior. Quirky Jaguar Cub graphics. The E-Pace's cockpit is usually a similar layout to your F-Types and appearance quite clean and uncluttered, with many different functions taken care of with the newish central touch screen. Jaguar's engineers were keen to indicate it was important to retain some physical controls for items like the air conditioning, along with the design of these was inspired using a Leica camera lens. A central grab handle divides the dashboard into wraparound driver and separate passenger zones, and for the whole the types of materials used are plush and nice to see. Driver-focused features. Whether or you cannot, you pick the 12.3-inch digital dials and full-color head-up display, all from the information and controls to the E-Pace are pointed inwards for the driver. The wheel itself boasts a lot of buttons for such things as menu selection and cruise control, while a stick-type gear shifter is employed rather compared to the more normal Jaguar rotary dial. Some quirky features we've not found in a JLR car before provide E-Pace some personality, such because Cub graphic on the bottom in the windscreen and Jaguar animal print around the rubber storage box mats. Harsh ride on standard dampers. Big wheels don't assistance in this regard. Lots of thought gone into cabin. The E-Pace with standard suspension has a serious firm ride worsened by selecting bigger wheels, while improvements may be found together with the adaptive dampers. Frustratingly, after that, your choice then should be to opt for small wheels that don't suit the automobile, or even select large wheels with expensive adaptive dampers. The third option is always to just make do using the standard ride. Focus on passenger comfort. However, you are able to tell Jaguar's designers were considering passenger comfort if they sketched out of the interior in the E-Pace as a result of simple items like providing a USB charging point for everybody. There's an 8.4-litre stowage compartment between the leading seats as well as a 12-volt socket and also a smartphone holder and tablet retainer. The lockable glove box adds yet another 10.1 litres of space, exactly the same measurement as each on the front door bins that have special bottle holders too. Plenty of cabin space in the beginning. This isn't a large SUV, so front seat passengers naturally fare best for room, but those within the back aren't shortchanged because of extra space liberated by scalloped seat backs. We found the panoramic roof to be a tad whistly within the move, along with the ingenious diesel engines are noisy when pushed hard. The seats are firm and supportive, encouraging good posture rather than permitting you to slouch into them. That is actually quite advantageous on the long journey. 2 starting points, standard and sporty, are dynamic. 3 equipment packs to incorporate on beyond this concept, S, say and HSE. Limited run first edition is sold with pretty much everything. The Jaguar E-Pace trim structure seems complicated to begin with, but it's quite logical really. There's the common E-Pace or R dynamic module, after which 3 specification packs with extra kit, called S, SE and HSE. Finally, this was obviously a limited run model called First Edition that was included with all the gadgets, either top tier engine, and also a fantastical sale price. Standard Jaguar E-Pace SUV equipment. Kicking things off would be the standard car, which can be just called E-Pace. 17-inch alloys, automatic wipers and LED headlights, LED rear lights, heated washer jets, windscreen and door mirrors, 2-zone climate control, 8-way adjustable manual front fabric seats, 10-inch Touch Pro multimedia system, 5-inch display in instrument panel, Jaguar sound system -180 watts with DAB radio and Bluetooth, leather tire, 60 hours 40 minutes split fold rear seat, all surface progress control, off-road cruise control, hill start assist, Jaguar drive control driving modes, keyless ignition, cruise control with speed limiter, lane keep assist, front and rear parking sensors, rear view camera, metal T-watch plates with Jaguar script, chrome side vents and black door claddings, black window surrounds. The E-Pace R Dynamic includes all of this, and also a sportier look, thanks on the following: satin chrome side vents, body-colored door claddings, R Dynamic front bumper, gloss black grille with satin chrome surround, twin tailpipes with finishes, front fog lights, ebony sports mesh sports seats, R Dynamic soft grain controls, satin black gearshift paddles, dark headlamp, metal T-watch plates with R Dynamic script, bright metal pedals. From there you are able to add considered one of 3 different specification packs. The foremost is called S and is sold with 18-inch alloys, auto-dimming rear view mirror and power fold, heated door mirrors, 10-way electric leather front seats, Navigation Pro Sat Nav, Connect Pro Pack, details below, Smartphone Pack, details below, Traffic Sign Recognition and Adaptive Speed Limiter, Park Pack, consisting 360-degree parking aid, rear traffic monitor and automatic park assist. Next up there's SE, which adds auto high beams, 19-inch alloys, 14-way electric memory front seats and door mirrors, powered tailgate, Meridian head unit -380 watts, Park Pack, with surround view camera, rear traffic monitor and park assist. Based for the R Dynamic version from the Satrim may be the limited run First Edition car, which adds fixed panoramic roof, exterior black pack, 20-inch alloys, First Edition carpet mats, metal T-watch plates with First Edition branding, white leather seats with red contrast stitching, 18-way heated front seats with memory, ebony suede headlining, configurable ambient interior lighting, load space storage rails with luggage retention kit, head-up display, activity key, power gesture tailgate, keyless entry, configurable dynamics, individual driving mode. Finally, the highest spec is known as HSE and builds on SE using the following: 20-inch alloys, power gesture tailgate, keyless entry, 18-way electric memory front perforated leather seats, 12.3-inch driver display, drive pack, adaptive cruise control with Q assist, autonomous emergency braking and blind spot assist. Optional Jaguar E-Pace SUV extras. as well as 5 main options packs, detailed below. You may also pick from a large quantity of individual upgrades including contrast black roof with or without panoramic glass panel, matrix LED headlights, adaptive dynamics, surround view camera, head-up display, full color. You could also individually specify these packs, which are built into different trims. The Park Pack and Drive Pack we've explained above, plus there will also be the following. Performance Pack, rear brake calipers and larger 350mm front brakes. Smartphone Pack, gadget integration in place of Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, so it is possible to control your contacts, calendar and iPhone via the touchscreen. Also may include in-control apps like Spotify. Connect Pro Pack, Wi-Fi hotspot for nearly 8 devices plus traffic, parking and fuel price sat, nav information. Even more options with Jaguar Gear. After you've negotiated the conventional options, there are also more accessories underneath the Jaguar Gear umbrella. We've chosen a few highlights below. Fixed side steps, carbon fiber mirror covers, splash guards, stainless steel undershields, wheels nearly 21 inches, growler wheel nuts, Union flag valve caps and wheel centers, luxury carpet mats, sport pedal covers, Silty watch plates, Union flag or personalized, roof bars for any water sports carrier, ski, snowboard holder or kayak carrier, for just 2 kayaks, detachable tow bar, activity key, 5-star Euro NCAP rating to the E-Pace, based on 5-star Evoque and Discovery Sport. Lots of safety kit included, plus optional extras. The Jaguar E-Pace was tested by Euro NCAP following 2019 and awarded 5 stars due to the crash test performance. It's based on the identical underpinnings because Land Rover Discovery Sport and Range Rover Evoque, which are 5-star cars, and also the manufacturer says it's been engineered to exceed worldwide safety standards. Lots of safety tech. It's fashionable family-orientated SUV as a way you'd expect. It incorporates loads of standard safety gadgets, including autonomous emergency braking, lane keep assist, front and rear parking sensors, rear view camera, driver condition monitor, power-operated child locks. There's additionally a special airbag that deploys at speeds between 16 to 31 miles per hour to pay for the base in the windscreen inside the event with the car hitting a pedestrian. As we've detailed from the equipment section, this tech offering improves while you climb the E-Pace ladder, plus there are stuff like super bright matrix LED headlights available being an option. Good passenger space with a lot of headroom. Middle rear seat is really a bit cramped for adults. Boot space is competitive and not class-leading. On the complete passenger space is rather good inside Jaguar E-Pace, though it goes without saying the big ref Pace is a bit more luxurious in the back in relation to space and comfort. 2 adults will fit comfortably enough. Extra knee room is liberated by cleverly shaped front seats, though the middle view is better reserved for shorter people. SUVs appear in all styles and sizes these days, and also the Jaguar E-Pace is among a growing list to provide off-road styling and height devoid of the associated oversized exterior dimensions. Rival cars such as the Audi Q3, BMW X1 and Range Rover Evoque are a little longer thanks for the E-Pace's sporty short overhangs, though the squat profile means the Jaguar is wider too. Parking is therefore a tad of a mixed bag. You'll have to have a decent volume of space all over the place, but at least leading bumper won't be hanging within the white line. On the main, the Jaguar E-Pace's seats-up boot is competitive, featuring its rivals, the Audi Q3, BMW X1 and Range Rover Evoque. A gesture-operated tailgate is usually specified, which is opened and closed utilizing a kicking motion under your vehicle. It's a handy shape too, wide and free from intrusion on account of compact rear suspension components, However, the load space is marginally smaller compared to rivals using the standard 60 hours 40 minutes seats down. If our trunk capacity is usually a priority, you will be better served elsewhere. For extra utility, there's a single 800 kilograms brake towing capacity on all-wheel drive cars delivering specify one with the optional tow bars. You'll find electronically deployable or detachable versions.